Hi guys, it's your AZ cook Naji, and today we'll be making cornflake tart. You will need plain flour, cornflakes, melted butter, jam, sugar, butter, golden syrup and icing sugar. We will start by adding the icing sugar and the melted butter to the plain flour. I'm going to mix this until a dough is formed. This may take a few minutes. Once the dough is done, take small amounts at a time and scatter this over the tart tray. You will need to flatten the dough so that it covers the edges and the entire base. You can do this using the back of a spoon or just pressing down with your fingertip. Make sure your dough is evenly spread to create this pastry case, and once it's done, I'm going to prick this with a fork. The pastry is now ready to be blind baked, so I'm going to cover this with foil and then some beans to weight it down. I've used red beans, however you can use whatever beans or rice that you want, or anything that will help stop the pastry from rising. I'm going to put this in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes or until the pastry is golden brown. Now I'm going to gently melt the butter and the sugar together until the sugar is dissolved. Okay, once the sugar has dissolved, add the golden syrup and then simmer this for about 1 minute. Now take this off the heat and add the cornflakes. We'll need to fold this, ensuring the cornflakes is covered in the syrup evenly. Set aside the cornflakes until the pastry is done. However, in the meantime, we need to warm up the jam. I'm going to do this in a pan for a few minutes. So I've removed the pastry from the oven to check if it's done. This pastry still needs to be cooked for another few minutes. I'm going to return it back into the oven. Right, so once the pastry is made, remove the foil and the beans, and then we need to spread the jam over the pastry. Once that's done, we then need to add the cornflakes on top of this and cover the case. Okay, spread the cornflakes evenly using a wooden spoon, and then we need to return this back into the oven for about 5 minutes. The cornflake tart is now ready. Allow this to cool down before you take it out of the case.